Hi, everyone, and welcome back to our Fuel Arts webinars, where we blend in creativity, technology, and venture capital, all the three known pillars of creative tech. My name is Denis Pelkovich. I'm the co-founder and general partner at Fuel Arts. And joining me today is Daria Rzhavtseva, the head of business development and partnerships at Fuel Arts. Hi,
Hi,
Daria.
everyone. Hi, everyone. Hi, Dennis.
Thank you. So today we are excited to continue the so-called Swiss webinar series dedicated to the dynamic Swiss creative tech ecosystem and its enablers. Uh, this series is made possible thanks to the partnership between Fuel Arts and the Zurich Center for Creative Economies at the Zurich University of Arts. And our first joint endeavor, you can see the slides from the report, which is actually going to be released next week. Just we're waiting for some exciting news to confirm the date and exact time and share it with you. So the Swiss Creative Tech Startups report will be published, it's ready. We made the final fixtures tonight, and this report will showcase the educational initiatives, venture support, and partnership opportunities across the 26 amazing cantons of Switzerland. But our today's session features one of the slices, one of the pillars of innovation of creative tech, which is AI, artificial intelligence, and machine learning. So we're happy to welcome our guest, the Swiss AI Association, which was founded 4 years ago, back in 2020. So the Swiss AI Association represents the interests of the Swiss AI industry, striving to secure favorable framework conditions and facilitate access to talent, novel technologies, and of course financial resources. And we're happy to welcome our today's guest, the co-founder of the Swiss AI Association, Rok Zaloznik, who has an extensive background in IT management, project and program management, AI and data science. Hi, Rok.
Hi, everybody.
Hi,
Nice to
Rok.
meet you.
Yeah,
Hello,
thank you
Daria.
for
Hello, Dennis.
joining us today. And let's, by the way, we should mention that this session is live one, so we are humans, still humans, and we're not AI prototypes or AI created avatars. So three
Not yet.
human beings, three living persons are talking to you. Please appreciate that. And be engaged into our conversation, making comments and putting likes. So let us start our conversation with a small portion of data. Yeah, Switzerland has always been a beacon of innovation, and now is rapidly adopting AI technologies. And this is the page we were happy to disclose, one more page from our report so far. So here you can see that out of 2,077 startups in creative tech in Switzerland, only 31 or 11% currently integrate or leverage AI technologies into their offerings. But again, despite their limited number, AI-focused startups garnered 23% of total funding. So 11% currently integrate AI, but 23% of total funding within the Swiss creative tech startups. So, and art emerges as the leading segment for AI implementation, having 6 of 31 startups, which is 19%. The leading canton, which is preferred location for AI startups, is Zurich, having 16 out of 31 startups, which amounts to 52% of incorporated in Zurich canton out of the whole Switzerland. So these are the numbers, and let's start with commenting on those numbers, please. So, Rok, as we see, a significant 31% of Swiss creative startups already incorporate AI into their products. which nearly doubles the global rate, which is 16% of all, 17% of creative tech startups which leverage AI. In your opinion, what drives this trend?
Let me try to address this from maybe another angle. So besides Canton Zurich, quite strong in technical innovation is for sure Canton Zug, which you probably also know of. And Canton Zug has been like on the forefront of crypto innovation. So one of the greatest or biggest ecosystems is just, let's put it like this, next village to Zurich, right? And of course, there is a lot of crossing over, while the crypto technology may be on a hold a little bit, and the AI technology is growing. So traditionally now we see the investors that used to put a lot of money into startups in the crypto area are starting to do this in the AI area. Everybody sees this as a new crypto. So I think this is one of the reasons that also you see a lot of AI startups popping out.
Interesting. Dennis, you're muted.
Yeah, sorry. In other words, you connect the desire to leverage AI with the Web3 nature of the startups. Am I right?
Yeah. This on one hand, and then of course, money is always looking for interesting investments. This is the case in Switzerland. Yeah. And maybe the case for Zurich is for sure strong universities that are based in Zurich and that are really doing great stuff in the AI field.
Yeah, we can do nothing than agree with you entirely, Daria.
Sure. Yeah. So let's maybe start with also from my side with going deeper into Swiss AI Association itself. So main question, what is the mission of Swiss AI Association and how does it contribute to the AI landscape, both in Switzerland and also globally?
Sure. I mean, when we founded the association, it's like almost 5 years ago now, the AI was not so big hype as it is now. There were no large language models yet. There was some machine learning, there was some deep learning, there were some sessions where you really need to be a professional, not even professional coder, maybe professional mathematician to be able to deal with artificial intelligence. So we started at that time trying to bring awareness in Switzerland and also in Europe, and of course with cooperations also across the Atlantic. We started basically with technical hackathons. So for people to educate them how to program deep models, how to incorporate AI solutions into normal regular solutions. It was interesting for me to see that you say also in your report startups that are leveraging AI. It's not like AI startups. I think it's a quite a big difference, and we have to really say, okay, we're not selling AI or we're not promoting AI in the end. We're promoting solutions, and the solutions are better because of AI. So, and that's one of our motives as well. So to connect stakeholders from many different backgrounds, university, companies, end users, programmers, potential users, and as well some regulators, because this is a big topic recently, and also maybe not just regulation is an important topic, but also a certification, maybe something to talk about later as well.
Yeah, I think that this topic is super new still for the market, and it's really great that organization like yours working and helping people and companies to understand it more. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Daria. Thank you, Rok. You've mentioned the word hackathon, and I remember last year, a few artists took part as one of the jury members, the curatorial staff members. When you organized the art hackathon there in Zurich, so we were happy to contribute to that initiative. And could you please tell more about the other initiatives, like naming them and explain the core activities undertaken by the Swiss AI Association to promote artificial intelligence and creative industries.
Sure. So what we're building is an association, basically, to connect the stakeholders. That you have a voice in talking to other stakeholders, like governments, like big companies, and that it's one voice. That otherwise you're just seen as, oh yeah, there is a bunch of engineers doing something, right? But I think AI is so specific. We really need this aspect, and we really need all the new startups, all the medium and large companies as well to join and say, okay, this is how we want the AI to look in the future. Otherwise, the governments will come and tell us, okay, this is how it's going to look, and this is what you're going to do, and this is what nobody wants, right? So this is one of the major initiatives. Gain as much members as possible so that we have a really big voice. Second initiative, of course, is to teach end users, teach programmers, teach the general public about AI, how they can use it better. And thirdly, as we are not a government entity and we don't want to be, we want to create a certification program so that, for instance, when you create an application, you can say, we've done some checks on our side, there's been some checks from outside on, that the application or the solution operates according to certain rules, right? So that the data is correct, that the processes in the company are correct, that it's secure, that the models do what they say they do, and things like that. So we want to check it from an independent perspective. Again, not from the regulatory perspective. That's not our role.
Great. Rok, I couldn't miss this question just because you have this great experience in working with AI startups market, and it's all happening in Switzerland. So from your side, what aspects of Switzerland's approach to AI, from education, networking, government support, and other practices could be really improved in the market?
Yeah, we have to look at the broader European perspective. So in Europe, the big story definitely is the EU AI Act. And currently, according to that, Switzerland is, I would say, observing. This is my information. Maybe I don't know everything, but it's more in observant mode. Because if for instance, AI startup from Switzerland wants to sell something in Europe, then the legislation applies to Swiss companies as well. So in the end, we don't have a vote as Switzerland in EU AI Act, but we'll have to obey it. Yeah. And I think it's the same for the regulation that's started in the US and everywhere else, right? So yeah, in this side, Switzerland is more on the observant side, but I'm quite optimistic if I see how Switzerland has reacted, for instance, to the crypto industry, which is also very regulated. And today you have in Switzerland already a few crypto banks which are regulated, which are approved from the Swiss financial authorities and so on. And I'm sure when things go as far, it will happen as well for the AI field.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Rok. You've touched the VC world, the investments, replying to your first question, but everyone is interested in what's going on the financial market regarding investments in AI. Some might say that the biggest investments have already been made by investment strategists like Microsoft, like Apple, like Google, Tesla are attempting to invest into AI. So some might say that the investment attractiveness of AI startups, despite the hype, has a bit decreased this year, because everyone is waiting for the winners, for the next generation of AI startups who will learn the mistakes of the first generation. So it's like slow down. What's your opinion? I mean, more precisely, because
I mean, that's a really,
and also regarding the future of investments into this sector.
I mean, that's really an interesting point and very valid. For instance, we had on our previous hackathons also companies who were like co-sponsoring or working with us, which today can be replaced by an open AI smart bot, right? So, and it's valid, right? So every new version of OpenAI or Anthropic or a new Apple feature kills a few AI startups, right? That's what's happening. It's no doubt about it. I do still think that, you know, these big companies definitely have the resources, the money, the brain power, the smartest people to bring new things. But in the end, in the company, you still need to implement them. So I think we don't have that connection yet. I mean, we have all this fancy stuff, which is good if you use Instagram and, you know, the likes. But to really use AI in a business setup, it's another story. And even here, Switzerland is very specific because of like the data regulations. As you probably know, like two biggest industries in Switzerland is pharmaceuticals and finance. And both of these industries are very, very skeptical of what's being done with the data of the customers or the company and so on. So I think a big majority of startups are coming out of these fields as well. And yes, I mean, the big companies, I don't think they have the resources to implement everything that's there. So I see that maybe a new wave of startups will utilize these technologies that come out of like Google or OpenAI and start implementing them in the complete solutions then for the companies themselves.
Okay, and continuing this question, maybe let's explore some kind of practical advice, to our listeners. So, for those who are interested in investing in AI startups and in different initiatives, what critical factors should they consider when they're assessing the potential success and availability of the project? Maybe just like some points that you can share with us.
I mean, for sure, I would say look at I would say it's not the AI knowledge. So you have a lot of companies who just bring the newest stuff, but you have to look. Okay, do they have the other side as well? Do they have, like, if you're working in a finance AI startup, let's say, is there a counterparty? Are you working with somebody from financial industry? Are they using the solution? Is it being used? Is it being demanded by the client? Of course, we see a lot of solutions that are being developed and it's super, super smart. And then only after that, the founders go and look for customers. That doesn't work. It works if you develop it together with a potential client. I've seen a few examples where this works. Or, I mean, you build a very smart technical team and then you pivot as soon as you get a good project. That's another option, but probably more risky.
So basically, the investment advice in these terms, it's almost the same as any startup. So you need to have a market, you need to have clients and validation of your success of the project. So it all goes like this, right?
Yes, and mind the regulatory part, which is quite important. As I mentioned already, AI Act, as I mentioned, internal processes, people usually forget about it, but without it, you can have the best idea, but if your data is sourced untransparently, then you're going to have probably some issues in the future.
Yeah, true. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Rok. So we're coming closer to the end, but still we have several questions too that we and our audience are, we believe, interested in. So looking to the future, how do you envision the AI shaping the Swiss tech landscape?
I see, maybe because also of a few projects I'm working on, but there is really starting to, some companies are starting to build a connection between the crypto and AI world, which is very interesting. It's not maybe very intuitive at first hand, but let's say on one hand you have like the AI solution, on the other hand you have like a crypto security, that connects the two together, something like that. I mean, the future, we are surprised with we'll see what maybe GPT-5 brings, or some new stuff from Google or X comes out and kills another round of startups. So maybe the ones coming out now should look a little bit more into covering maybe the whole process of a customer, not just do the AI part, because the AI part will get optimized to 0% error in the end.
Thank you, Rok. We have a small surprise, not only for you, but also for us. We decided to disclose one more page from the report now, from our survey, because we also, as you know, because you and the other co-founders of Swiss AI Association were the guests of our previous report. I mean, the global report devoted to AI, issued in 2023. So you know that in each report, FuelArts does its survey. So we and the Zurich Center for Creative Economies, we conducted a survey of Swiss creative tech companies, and we also asked them about their attitude towards AI. And we have. So the question sounded like, are you considering incorporating AI technology into your startup's business model in 2024? But the surprise is, let's discuss these numbers online. Let's express our concerns. So 23% said probably not. 23, the same amount, said we might consider AI. 8% said already actively considering this opportunity. 15% working on an AI product, and 31%, as we mentioned in the beginning of our webinar, our product already includes AI usage, not in terms of everyday use of AI tools for everyday work, but I mean the product incorporates or presumes AI from the very beginning. So how we see those numbers, because as I said, the 31% nearly doubles the quantity the global numbers of startups which incorporate AI, which amounts to 17%. But the most interesting thing, that the level of negative attitude towards AI also nearly doubles the global. So there is no middle. We see the middle only 8%. And in Switzerland is either or, and it's nearly in everything that we've noticed, very, very strong, very strong perception, or positive or negative attitude towards different cases. So the high level of skepticism or distrust towards AI it also exceeds global numbers. So, as far as we understand, that means that there should be an implementation of some educational programs which will instruct, which will guide which will fight with distrust, or at least provide the information which will help startups to evolve and to make wise decisions. What about you? I mean, how do you see those numbers and this?
Yeah, I mean, it's very interesting. I'm a bit surprised, I would say, especially because it's like you say 50-50, right? That's one thing. About the education, this is one of our key pillars, I would say, for Swiss AI Association, to educate. We've done quite a lot of seminars already, also for the end customers, together with our partners. What I think we have to understand is that Switzerland in general is quite a regulated environment. So to really use AI, in a business setup today is quite hard, because first, how do you trust the data? How do you trust the model? How can you use it? And it's not just we use AI. So you need to look a bit further, say, okay, we're using AI with the human in the loop concept, for instance. Okay, there is in the end somebody in the end who checks what AI did. Do we have such people who can look into that, right? And things like that. These are all the questions that we're answering. I also see a lot of companies say, yes, we use AI definitely in our company, and so on and so on. But when you look closer, of course, they're using ChatGPT to write a nicer memos, right? That's basically it. And for the rest, they're looking into it and they're saying we're using it because, if you're a medium or big company and say we're not using AI, then you get maybe some not so nice looks.
Dennis, you're muted.
Yes, I wanted to thank Rok for his great replies to our smart questions. Yeah. Thank you, Rok. Thank you, Daria. Is there anything you'd like to add as the result in the end of the webinar, like making a bridge towards AI technologies or towards the next meeting or whatever?
No, I would thank you very much, and just encourage everybody to use it even more. Be brave to use more than you think you can use. You just look for something new. There are so many things that can be done, and people just don't know it, and it's really, really, it really helps you with your everyday tasks. And then maybe the bigger solutions will come as well.
Thank you. I think it sounds great.
Thanks, Daria, and thanks, Dennis.
Yeah, thank you. And we're encouraging everyone to at least to try to become a part of Swiss AI Association as soon as you're leveraging AI. We will ask our one sec, please. Our editors will put the website of Swiss AI Association now. Yep. Here it goes. SwissAIA.com.
Yes.
Press the link, read the rules, enter or at least apply to enter the association and receive benefits from it. So hopefully everyone will have this opportunity to benefit from what Rok and the other co-founders are doing with AI in Switzerland. Thank you again, and yes, next week we'll be presenting the report finally. Wait for the exciting news from us.
If it's so good as your last slide, I'm really looking forward to it.
It's 100 times better because it has 100 pages. So
we'll need to summarize it with AI.
Sure. Okay. See you,
Thank
everyone.
You. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.